Reading articles by Western experts on the topic of the conflict between President Vladimir Zelensky and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, General Zaluzhny, it becomes clear that even the West is in a state of shock from the outbreak of an internal political crisis in this Eastern European country. In particular, the well-known expert Mark Galeotti, in his article for the conservative British journal, The Spectator, completely unambiguously criticized the actions of President Zelensky. According to him, the resignation of General Zaluzhny is a fatal mistake, and will cause complete demoralization of the Ukrainian army. At the same time, the expert noted that President Zelensky entered into an open confrontation with the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine not because of the failures of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on the battlefield, but because of the rapidly growing popularity and public support of General Zaluzhny. My friends, let me remind you that according to a January survey by the Kyiv International Institute of Sociology, only 50% of Ukrainian citizens said they trusted President Zelensky, while the level of trust in General Zaluzhny was a record 90%. The rapidly growing popularity of the Ukrainian general haunts President Zelensky, and blinded by envy and personal ambitions, he decides to get rid of his political rival. Zelensky does not like that in the West. It is General Zaluzhny who is called a hero and not the President of Ukraine. Zelensky does not like that portraits of General Zaluzhny and not the President of Ukraine are hanging in public places, restaurants, theaters, and cafes in Ukrainian cities. Against this background, this envious and already former comedy actor decided to get rid of his main competitor on the political scene, knowing in advance that such actions could harm the morale of the Ukrainian army. Zelensky's ambitions and his unwillingness to part with power have poisoned his mind so much that he really does not understand that the dismissal of Zaluzhny will further increase the popularity of this general in the eyes of the public. Zelensky unwittingly turned General Zaluzhny into a martyr, who is becoming stronger every day from the point of view of a Ukrainian political figure. Meanwhile, details of the Russian massive missile attack on the territory of Ukraine, which was carried out on the night from 3rd to February 4th, became known. This time, Kharkiv, Odessa, Dnipropetrovsk, Poltava, and Zhytomyr regions were subjected to missile attacks. An air alert sounded throughout the night in almost all cities of these regions. According to preliminary data, during this attack, Russia used about 80 jet-powered uranium kamikaze drones, and about 50 ballistic missiles of various types, ranging from Iskander-M to Tochka-U. Numerous explosions were recorded in cities such as Odessa, Kharkiv, MYRHOROD, and Kryvyi Rog. It is reported that several workshops for the production of drones were destroyed in Odessa. In Kharkiv, another place for the deployment of the personnel of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was discovered and destroyed. In Kryvyi Rog, a military-industrial facility was hit. Witnesses report that firefighters are still trying to put out the fire. In the city of MYRHOROD, Russian ballistic missiles and kamikaze drones attacked the MYRHOROD military airbase. Sources in the Russian military department, citing intelligence and a report from Monitoring Special Services, said that as a result of this attack, a NATO ammunition depot was destroyed, where 155mm shells for Western self-propelled guns were stored. Moreover, during this attack, The runway of this military airbase also received significant damage.